I feel a lot of the times we look at ourselves and we see three different versions of ourselves. We see our past self, the version of us who we've been. We see the person we are becoming, our future, and the present moment version of us, who we are. But I feel it's much more important to look at what you're doing each and every single day to become the person that you are becoming. A lot of us have to learn how to put down that past version of ourselves, because that past version of ourselves doesn't really exist anymore. Is that fair to say? That it's all just a memory. But yes, those memories make up who we are. But what I am getting at is, a lot of us claim we have depression. A lot of us claim we have anxiety. Who is it to claim that we have those things? A doctor? Scientist? A psychiatrist? They might diagnose you with that thing, but who looks in the mirror and says, I am this? You do. And a lot of the times we associate ourselves so much with our problem, we associate ourselves so much with our bad habits that we let them take form of an identity in our lives, if that makes sense. Or we let them control so much of our own narrative that we create, that we write. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you can control the things that happen in your life. No, that's unrealistic. We can't control the negative thoughts that enter our mind necessarily, but we can control what we do with them, and we can control our reaction to how these negative things happen to us in our life. So really, I'm about to dive deep into ourselves, okay? And I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this video, okay? Because I was just thinking, man, I get a lot of DMs asking me, man, I struggle with a lot with anxiety and shit. Why do you say you have it then? And it really, I'm not trying to say it makes me mad when I get messages like this, or even when I'm around the people in my life. I think I became so emotionally aware of what I put into my mind and my body and what comes out of my mouth, that it does upset me when you say negative things about your own life, because they truly take a toll on your life. The words that you say truly have an effect on what goes on in your life, because your thoughts create your reality, right? And I'm not just saying that your thoughts just create your reality, because some of our life has been made this way because of our family and because of whatever may happen. But I feel like it's kind of relearning who we are and relearning how we want to live this life, if that makes sense. So I feel like the first step into becoming who you, into forgetting about who you've been and becoming who you want to be, is much more about diving deep into yourself and learning why you are the way that you are. Why do you claim that you have depression? What is depression? Why do you claim you have anxiety? What is anxiety? I want you to give you a moment to think. Or if you even feel like sharing in the comments, go ahead. But instead of saying, I have this, why don't you just make a simple shift? Okay, and like I said, your mind, your thoughts create your reality. And because of that simple phrase, your mindset matters the most with anything. Your reactions come from your mind, your negative thoughts come from your mind, the impulses to do things come from your mind, everything comes from the mind. How you see this world comes through the mind. So you have to start by changing the way that you see things from within. I feel like a lot of us reject parts of ourselves and we dig ourselves in a deeper hole. How about you change the way that you talk about yourself? How about you change the way that you view your own sadness? It's not depression. It's not. I don't think it's anxiety either. I just feel like it's unprocessed trauma, trauma that hasn't been dealt with. problems of ourselves that we haven't really brought to the light. They're still in the shadows. They're still in the deep realms within us. And we have to go within and kind of pull those out of ourselves. And I don't think that we should put any limitations on who we are. Like, you have to wear these scars. You know, you can't run from your shadows. Depression. What is depression to you? Anxiety. What is it to you? Because anxiety doesn't live here. Anxiety and depression and sadness, I don't let it stay here. You can't. If you truly want to be, I'm not trying to say happy. I don't think we should chase a feeling. I don't think we should chase happiness, and I don't think we should chase love, but I feel like we should chase the present moment, which is peace, in my opinion. And with peace comes happiness, comes love, comes all the abundant things in life. But it can also bring the negative and the sadness. You know, everything has its polar opposite. But what I'm trying to get at is the moment that you center yourself and bring yourself in alignment with who you are and what you want to create. You know, center yourself, meaning just take deep breaths, and deep breaths is meditation. Every time you read, you journal, it's a form of meditation. Every time that you're sitting outside of the window, it's meditation. It's the times that you have nothing to do. It's the times when you're truly alone, when you need to, that's the best time to do your work, your inner work. If you often look at your For You page, I know everybody on this motherfucker got TikTok, right? If you look at your For You page and you start scrolling, that shit is a reflection of what's happening on the inside of your mind. So if you want to change the way that you're thinking, you have to start changing the way that your things show up for yourself. Change the way that your mind thinks. I am going to have an amazing day today. I am an amazing person. Today is going to be a great day regardless of whatever happens. Thank you, God, for waking me up today. Thank you. 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 Say it with me. Thank you. Thank you, God, for waking me up today. Thank you. Thank you, God. Because what do we have to be sad for? Each and every single day is a new opportunity to see more blessings, for more blessings to come find us. And yes, there's going to be a time and there's going to be days where they're not as good as they will be. It's inevitable. You know, there's some days that I dread to happen, you know, and we don't even have to get into that. But it's kind of like I already prepared myself for that day. I know that I have to be strong. I know that I have to be the person that I always am, if that makes sense. So, you know, shifting your mindset is very important. And it's not that you don't know what to do, it's just you've been letting just the negative take over. Doom scrolling on TikTok, running everywhere else but inside of you to solve your problems. Spend some time alone. And, you know, when I spent 3 months by myself, I've spent 3 months, a whole summer, sitting outside in the heat and the sun and meditating and sitting with myself and journaling. My journal is actually right here. Just journaling, pencil to the paper, and writing down the things that I wanted to heal with inside of me. There were so many times where I've been done wrong. There's so many times where I could have easily let the negative take over. I could have let the negative control the narrative, control who I am as a person, but no. I have to be stronger than my mind. I have to be stronger than the negativity. God didn't put me on this earth to just sit around and mope around and be sad all day. There's things that I know that I have to enjoy. There's gifts that I have to use. Use your gift. Tap into your own power. And, most importantly, I want to see you here enjoying your life in your own way. You don't have depression. That shit's gone. You don't have anxiety. That shit's gone. Do yoga poses, do meditation, do your own research on yourself. Do your own research on your problems. Look this shit up on TikTok. Look this shit up on YouTube. You have all the resources to save yourself. I truly believe in you. And I just want you to be happy. And like I said, I don't want you to be chasing happiness, but more so peace in a way. So, I don't know, I said this before, but I've been thinking about having maybe one-on-one talks or some private membership or something, just so that we can connect with each other and, you can have a community of like-minded people, so that when you are going through things, you have a private community. You have this space for you to go and express these problems for yourself. So, hey man, I really hope that this video could help you. I didn't mean to bash anybody. I just wanted you guys to know that you are not alone, and you shouldn't don't let your negativity consume you and who you are. I really do love you. Thank you for listening.